Welcome to Art Wars Season 3 Heaven vs Hell. This season we have 9 brand new artists from 6 different countries ready to compete in all new challenges. This season is filled with bigger twists and the most amazing guest judges yet. It's time for the battle to begin in Season 3 of Art Wars. Last time on Art Wars Series 3 we had our second main challenge where we had an incredible guest judge, Leather Lop Lair, and sadly we said goodbye to Enid in a shocking twist where they had to leave the competition. Welcome to Art Wars Series 3 Episode 3, and it's finally time for the demons to enter the competition. For the first time in Art Wars history, 2 returning contestants will get a second chance. It is our second and fourth place of Series 2, T and Raindrop.
Hello, I'm Raindrop and I'm a 16-year-old Hispanic artist. I do mostly digital drawings like the speed painting you're seeing right now. I was one of the finalists for Art Wars Season 2, and I'm very excited to come back as a demon. So it would be great if you could stay, watch the rest of the season, and this very talented artist.
Hello, my name is T and I'm a 19-year-old Canadian artist. I primarily work with markers and watercolors, but as you can tell by this very choppy animation, I also work digitally. But if any of that sounded familiar, that's because I was a semi-finalist in Art Wars Season 2, and I am so excited to be back as a demon for this season, so stick around to see new challenges and lots of awesome art.
With the demons coming back for a second chance, they have secured a place in the competition so far, and it will be counted for the past 2 they missed of the scores for the season. They will be classed as safe, as they are demons. They know what they've done. They've been on Series 2 and they are best of the best, so it'll be really interesting to see how they fit in with this new series. So let's get on straight to today's main challenge, because it is a crazy one and it is one of my favourites. Now, before we get into today's main challenge, sadly, Spineless has had to leave the competition, as halfway through this challenge they found it struggling to keep up with the time constraints and their mental health and all sorts going on in their life. And mental health is such a big thing and it's so important to me and the Art Wars family. We all was completely understandable of why they wanted to leave, as it's Art Wars is as much of a mental game as a strategy game, and how well your art is, because you've got to keep up with time, the pressure from everything else, the whole game elements. So I completely understand why Spineless left the competition, but they had been doing fabulous when they were on it, so they left. That does mean there's an open spot, so we wanted to give another artist a chance, as we are an artist down now. So that does mean Sour Lemon is returning to the competition. They were eliminated in the first episode. Was that too early for them? We'll find out today. So for today's main challenge, it is the beloved team challenge, but with a twist. The teams were challenged not to have their own theme, but to create their own superhero groups. I had this idea since Series 2, and I've been waiting a very long time for it to happen, because I love superheroes, and this whole idea of superheroes, just Art Wars superheroes, sounds fun to me. So these are the teams on screen. We also have the demons competing as a team. So the way it will work, there will be a team winner, which will be, they will be safe, so that everyone in that team is safe from elimination. But there is an individual winner, which becomes the god, who will pick someone for elimination. So here is the art now. It's time for the rankings. So, as it was a team episode, they were competing in teams, but they will be judged individually. So I can reveal, in 4th, 5th and 6th place, safe from this week's elimination, is T, Captain Q and Ayana. That does leave Beezle Lemon, Potatoiana, Raindrop, Candy, Sour Lemon and Brummy up for the top 3 and the bottom 3. So let's get on to the critique. So first up for critiques, it's Potatoiana, which was last week's winner, I believe. Yes, it very much was. And this is what the judging circle had to say about their piece, and then we will also talk about how each person's drawing fit into their group, because obviously that kind of matters as it is the group challenge. So, one person in the judging circle said, cool character design and I fell in love with the art style straight away. Someone else said, I love this piece, it's the balance of simplicity and detail through the weird kind of shaping they use in their illustrations. Very recognisably a superhero. But one or two people did bring up the fact that Potatoiana's group as a whole, which was picked by Brummy, one of the bottom 2 of last week, so the main groups were picked by Brummy and Beazle. Overall, their group, they just didn't tie in enough together, and they were all a bit over the place. So on its own, Potatoiana was incredible, but in the group setting, it was brought down slightly by that factor. Next up for critiques, it's Brummy.art. So, the judging circle basically all agreed how within their group, which Potatoiana was also in, the drawings, like, together just didn't go well, but on their own they were okay. But Brummy's on their own just didn't pull its weight enough. It was very much carried by the other 2 drawings in their team, and sadly, Brummy's just fell flat really. It's a bit all over the place with the design, the posture, how it's the coloured, the lighting. It's just so many imperfections. Next up is Raindrop. Now, Raindrop, this is their first week on Series 3, and they've done incredible. Last series, they never placed in the bottom, so let's see if they can keep that up, because the judging circle thought out of the 2 in their group, their shading and work was a lot better. And when you're in a team environment, you do not want to outweigh the other person. So all they did, incredible. The shading was on point. It was immaculate. When it's next to the other person's, it brings that one down. And as a team, you don't want to do that. But I will say, overall, they did incredible this week, these 2. The demons are coming to slay the competition. Only issue, the background, having it just white, could have done some like Gotham City backdrop, would have elevated it slightly more. So next up, we actually are going to talk about 2 artists from the same team at once, because this will show you how even as it's a team, judging them individually is what really matters. So, for example, Beazle Lemon, which is did 2 characters for their team, which are the 2 closest to their front. The level of detail, it's such an incredible character. Then put into the group, it's still incredible, and they work so well. Beazle also just did a fabulous job as a team captain, leading them all. There was literally no faults. But Sour Lemon, on the other hand, his character was just seen as a bit basic and bland. There wasn't much to it, but then putting it in the group environment once again lifted it. So it's a very, very difficult kind of battle between if you being dragged down by your team members or being dragged up. Do you know what I mean? So Beazle did great. Lemon, on the other hand, it's a bit of an if-af. But overall, as a team, Beazle did great as a team captain this week. Last but not least, getting critiqued is Candy Me Like. So, the whole team of Candy, Potato and Brummy have all been in critiques. Some for good and some for bad. Sadly, Candy has fell in that bad group. Overall, the drawing is incredible at first glance. But when you compare it to the other work and just overall, it just seems off. The judging circle pointed out how the head seemed overly big and the shading, there was just something about it the judging circle didn't like, and the concept they were slightly confused by, because on the sword it looks like honey, then you've got electric in the background, and then you've got beetle wings. It just seemed a bit all over the place, but overall it is a good drawing, but in the team environment once again it was brought down. So this week's team challenge is the best we've seen in Art Wars history, and we've had one every series, and there certainly will be more to come after what these guys have shown, because I love the team challenges for the reason you have all these artists from all over the world coming together onto this one illustration. It just, I don't know, I think is incredible. But someone does have to go home tonight. So I can reveal in second and third place, safe from elimination, is Potatiana and Raindrop. Now I can reveal the winner of this episode. They won for the reason they did incredible in the challenge and was a great team captain. It is Beezel Lemon. Good job, Beezel Lemon, on their first ever Art Wars win. So, as it is a Hell elimination week, the bottom artist from Hell will go into elimination. I can reveal 9th place up for elimination is Brummy. That means Candy and Sour Lemon are both safe in 8th and 7th place. Obviously the winner then has to pick someone for elimination, and once again to keep it fair, Beezel Lemon chose 8th place Sour Lemon. That does mean sadly Sour Lemon and Brummy are up for elimination. So Brummy and Sour Lemon are facing elimination. This week's elimination challenge is Love, Cute and Scary themed. So the artists had 3 different rounds, and they had to pick one drawing they have done already. If they wanted to do a new one, they could, if it's on their profile. Any drawings they've ever done that fit each theme. First person to get 2 points wins. So each theme was Love, Cute and Scary. So let's start with Scary. Here are the 2 drawings on the screen. Now neither one of them are really scary, but one of them was seen as more creepy and got the slight win. So the winner of the scary round on 1 point is Sour Lemon. This round was the cute round, and the winner on 1 point is Brummy. So we're at 1-1. So it all comes down to the last round of love. So last but not least, it is the round of love. On the left you have Sour Lemon's Pride drawing, what they actually did on their time in Art Wars Pride, so check that one out. And Brummy is on the right. They're both adorable, so someone has to go home. So I can reveal the person who did not win the final round going home is Sour Lemon. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Art Wars Series 3. If you've liked it, make sure to subscribe, like and all that good stuff, as it helps the channel out a lot. Go check out the Instagram for all the new stuff coming out very, very soon to do with Art Wars. And thank you so much for watching. I've been James Fudge. This is Art Wars. Peace out!